What's up, guys? It has been a hot minute since we have had a really cool Washburn N4 on the channel, and this is probably the second coolest N4 that I've ever had on here and that I've ever owned, next to the 901, which is the first one ever made that I sold to Nuno, which was the first production N4 ever built. This is probably the second coolest one to that. This is a 2008 model N4 Vintage that was custom made for Mike of Darkest Hour, big metal band. This was his #1 guitar for about 3 or 4 years. He toured the world with this guitar. It was the main guitar that you hear on the Eternal Return record. So if you go online and listen to Eternal Return, this is the guitar that you're going to be listening to. It's the only guitar that they use to track the entire record with. And he loved this guitar. Unfortunately, he got a different endorsement deal and parted ways with all of his Washburns. This one went to a collector. You can really tell that it's actually the guitar that Mike owned because it's got this knot in the wood right there, which you normally don't see in a Washburn. And it's got this particular wear on it. And there are a lot of videos and a lot of pictures of him playing this guitar, and it's this guitar. Also, Mike is really accessible on Facebook. I messaged him and said, "Hey man, I think I got your old Washburn," and he sent me back like 3 paragraphs of info on this guitar confirming that, yeah, this is the #1 guitar that he used during his Washburn endorsement. Excuse me. But yeah, it does not have the, what do you call it? The Stevens Extended Cutaway sticker was worn off a long time ago, and I'm perfectly cool with that. You can see it's got some really cool wear in it. Some dirt that's been rubbed down into it. It does have the Bill Lawrence L500XL. It has got a original Floyd Rose. Does have some wear on it, like I said. This is after I cleaned the guitar. I mean, this thing had like years of caked on sweat on it. And there's the famous knot hole there. But yeah, it's this guitar has been played all over the world. If you go and pull up Darkest Hour live 2010, 2011, all of the videos you see of them playing are going to have this guitar. And there are a lot of videos out there everywhere from Sweden to Austria to Japan. I mean, this guitar was a road dog, and that's one thing that Mike pointed out to me was he's like, man, I took the guitar all over the world for years. So it's just a really cool guitar, and like I said, it was on that Eternal Return record. It does have a little bit of fret wear, but nothing that affects the playability of it. Let's flip it over here. It is your typical, I've got the whammy bar in it, but it is your typical vintage where the bridge pickup is mounted to the back of the body. Those screws actually go up and go into the bridge pickup. So there's no, it's actually no adjustment on the top of the guitar. You adjust it back here. So let's get down to the nitty gritty. What's the coolest thing about this guitar? Actually, let's flip it back over. I'm going to take the bar off of it so we can flip it back over even, because I'm going to show you the coolest thing about this guitar. All right, so this guitar is a Washburn N4 Vintage Davies 2.0 spec. Look at the covers on the back of it. It's got the old school Davies covers on it. But what makes it cool is this is a 2008. They didn't start making these until 2009. So this is totally pre-production. There are no holes for the back plate. I guess they knew that he wasn't going to use that. It does have the Davies 2.0 neck on it. So this is pre-production Davies 2.0. It's a 2008. Like I said, they didn't start making them until 2009. So that makes this even more cool, you know. But, you know, these things came somewhat pre-aged. You can see some of the metal on it. They use this acid stuff. And then it's got the kind of the black wash that they put on there. And let's see, flip it back over here. Sorry, my dog's making some noise in the background. I think she's ready to go outside. But typical 59 in the neck. Bill Lawrence in the bridge. This one does need a new volume pot on it. Somebody's wired it up weird, and it stays on all the time now. And this is like working as a tone knob, which I don't get. But my guy's going to swap that out for me and put a new volume knob on it the next day or so. But yeah, got some scratches, got some dings, got some wear. Let's go over some of the wear real quick. Got a little bit of scratches there. Here's some cool stuff. Check this out. This is some real road rash, road wear. Look at that. You know, it doesn't have anything more than, say, a N4 Authentic. So it's not like it's abused. It's just really road worn in the best way possible. It's got just a couple little nicks and scratches, a little buckle rash on the back of it. But man, this guitar is just so cool. It plays really good. All I did was change the strings on it, clean it up. Like I said, it needs a new volume pot, but other than that, it's super, super perfect. It's super cool. The neck joint on it lines up really well. But this is probably one of the better playing and sounding N4s that I've played. And it's just got a certain mojo about it, as you can imagine. But like I said, go online, pull up Darkest Hour. What was the name of the album again? Eternal Return, I think is the name of the album. And listen to it. You could definitely hear that there's a N4 on that entire record with the Bill Lawrence. It's really, really cool to listen to. I've never even listened to this band that much. I've never even listened to that album at all. But I'm like addicted to listening to it because it's this guitar. But yeah, just super cool guitar. Like I said, Mike is really super, super stoked that I've got it. When they come play around here, I'm going to take it to him, maybe have him sign it. Also going to have Nuno sign this one next time I see him. And yeah, just a super, super cool N4. Like I said, this is a 2008 Davies 2.0. They didn't even make those in 2008. So that makes it even cooler. But thanks for checking out the video. We'll see you next time.